Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another video. This is going to be giving my thoughts on a rumor that's been circling around, which is for the Avengers, the third film. Basically, it's been stated recently that the Avengers film, Avengers 3 film, may be split into two parts. So what does that mean? Basically, we're going to have Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers 3 Part 1, and Avengers 3 Part 2. Or Avengers 3 and Avengers 4. So yeah, it's a rumor. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on it. I think that really a film such as the Avengers shouldn't split the third film into two parts. I think what would be more logical is if they call it Avengers 3 and then Avengers 4. So yeah. Oh, before I forget, link down below for those who want to check it out. So yeah, basically, I mean, it makes sense for novels like such as The Hunger Games and Divergent, to possibly do this because usually not the third book, the last book, because Harry Potter also did it too. Usually, the last book seems to be the biggest book with the most content, and those are usually the ones to be split within three. Or I mean, within two parts. The third film's usually split into two parts, or last film. So yeah.
It's 1 o'clock.
Sorry about that. So it really doesn't make so it makes sense for a novel, like a teenage novel, to do it, but not a comic book, because granted you possibly do have a lot more content for to fill up two different films for the same characters or so the same team, but just doesn't make sense, especially if you're gonna call it Avengers 3 Part 1 and Avengers 3 Part 2. It'd make more sense if you call it Avengers 3 and Avengers 4. There is one catch to this, with the possibility of the Avengers the last film being split into two parts. First off is that Robert Downey Jr.'s contract. It's only for three more movies, or the three movies left, or something like that. And that would include that includes Age of Ultron, Avengers 3, and maybe 3 Part 2. I mean, Avengers 3 Part 2, if they actually decide to do it. So yeah. So there is that. Though there is also a possibility that he could just be doing a cameo, or be having a somewhat small / or large part in one of the other Avengers movies. Another thing to point out, however, is that Chris Evans, Captain America, after the third Avengers film, he doesn't really want to do anything more with Marvel. He doesn't want to do any more superhero films, or comic book films, or whatever. He's kind of already tired out. He's burned out at this point. So I mean, granted, maybe his contract does go on for that long, but I think basically he wants to do, his thoughts is do Captain America, Avengers, Captain America 2, have a cameo in Thor: The Dark World. Because let's be honest, there's a cameo in there. Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, Avengers 3, and Captain America 3. Maybe one or two more cameos. That's really it. I don't really think he has stated that he only really wanted to do the 6 films, maybe a cameo or two. But besides that, he just wanted to do the 3 Captain America films, 3 Avengers films, maybe 1 or 2 cameos, and get out. And him having to do maybe an extra film with the Avengers, it really wouldn't go good with his contract. Maybe he'd still want the money, and maybe the fame and glory that comes with that. But it does seem like he's pretty much burned out by this point. So yeah, I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on it. I don't think the Avengers should do it, or at least not the way they're stating they are. I think that they should at least do Avengers Age of Ultron, Avengers 3, and then Avengers 4, or just have Avengers 3 and then maybe Avengers 4, but not 3, then 3 Part 2, and then because that just wouldn't look correct. It wouldn't look good. So yeah, just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. Link down below for those who want to check it out. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. So definitely check out that. Stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment down below on your thoughts on Avengers 3 possibly being split into 2 different movies. What are your thoughts on it? Do you agree with me that should just be it should be Avengers 3 and then Avengers 4, or do you think it should be split into 2 separate movies? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for this video. This is Daniel Mart signing off.